In this, we are going to do three things. One is what is longest common subsequence. Then what is longest common subsequence. Then one topic is there. One point is that is called memoization. So how can we apply that memoization and how that reduce the number of function calls, like how can we improve the efficiency. Then we will be doing longest common subsequence using recursion function, and then longest common subsequence using dynamic programming. So firstly, you have to understand what is longest common subsequence. What is longest common subsequence? When we talk about longest common subsequence, what is LCS? I'll just take one example and with that I will explain. Suppose that we are taking any string. So in this you need actually two string. Okay. So suppose that string 1 you are taking A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and string 2 you are taking C, D, G, I. Okay. So you will have two strings and you will have to find out which set of character are coming in sequence. So now, how will you find it? So with this, one could be C. This C and C is mapping here. D and D is mapping here. G is mapping here. And I is mapping here. And I is mapping here. Now, what is the longest common subsequence?
Sorry, you're on mute.
Oh. Sorry. So, what is the longest common subsequence here? LCS is CDGI. So CDGI, everything is mapping. Now, if you will see, DGI is also mapping. There is another chain. DGI is also mapping. GI is also mapping. But out of these three strings, which one is the highest one? Which one is the longest one? Is longest. Isn't it? CDGI is longest. So now if CDGI is longest, means the longest common subsequence is CDGI with value 4. With value 4. Okay. I will take one more example with that. Let's take example 2. Let's take one string A, B, C. D, E, F, G, H, I. Same string. And string 2 is different. String 2 is different. Let's take E, C, D, G, I. Now here what is happening? E is mapping here. E is mapping here and C is mapping here. Isn't it? So this interception is not allowed. Whenever you are checking the longest common subsequence, means if E has started here, so after E, if C is there, you will take that. After E, if D is there, you will take that. Means this is not allowed. Interception is not allowed. So we will write here. One point I will write, matching should not intercept or intersect each other. Okay. So now it means E definitely you are not going to take. So if E you are not taking, then or let's take E, then C you will not take, because both are not in one sequence while you are matching with string 1. So what will you do if you are taking E? If you are taking E, so after E, C is not matching, D is also not matching because here it will be intercepting. So G is okay and I is okay. So E, G, I is one sequence. Now let's leave C. If you are leaving C, then C, D, G, I is in the sequence. So which one is the longest subsequence? C, D, G, I is the longest subsequence. Okay. Understood what is the longest common subsequence problem? Any confusion, anybody?
No, sir.
Okay. So I am just giving one more question. Can you tell me what is the length of longest common subsequence and which all are there? Suppose that your string 1 is A, B, D, A, C, E. And string 2 is B, A, B, C, E. Right? LCS, longest common subsequence. Can anyone tell me? Just send your answer in the chat box. Waiting, do fast. Yes, Aisha Sakil has sent A, B, C, E. Correct. Akash had sent B, A, C, E. Both are correct. So actually two subsequences are here. Two subsequences are here. B, A, C, E. B, A, C, E. And other one A, B, C, E. Means A, B, C, E. So two subsequences are there. both are of same length. So this is longest common subsequence. Now, if you have to match for the bigger sequences, then what happens? We use some algorithms. So first algorithm which we are going to use for longest common subsequence is using recursion. Is using recursion. So longest common using recursion. So firstly, for this, I will just write the algorithm, then I will explain the algorithm, and then we will do it with one example. So what will be the algorithm for this? Int LCS ij. If a of I equal to 0 or b of j equal to 0. This 0 is a marker. I will just tell you how. Will it work? And what you have to do? Return 0. Return 0. Else, if a of I equal to b of j, then what you have to return? Then return 1 plus LCS I plus 1 j plus 1. Else, if it is not same, else return LCS I plus 1 comma j comma LCS I, this is actually maximum, comma j plus 1. So this will be your algorithm. Now, as you know, whenever you are doing this longest common subsequence, you have to take two strings. So let's assume first string with length I and second string with length j. Okay, this /0 we are using for the end marker. Once you are reaching there, you will be comparing. So this will be in the both string end marker. So if you have reached till end, then you will return value 0. Else if a of I, value of a of I and value of b of j is exactly same, then you will return 1 plus LCS I plus 1 and j plus 1. Else return maximum of LCS, longest common sequence, I plus 1 j and R LCS I j plus 1. So let's take one example with this. You will understand in more better way. Suppose that we have two string A with B, D and dash 0 slash 0. Let's put the value 0, 1 and 2 indexing. And we have B substring A, B, C, D, dash 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And suppose that this is length M and this is length N. That we will discuss later on why I am writing this N. So let's apply this algorithm, whatever we wrote it here, with this example. So I will start with here. You have to go with I and j, A of I and B of j. So firstly, you will have to write A of I and B of j at some place, and we'll always start with A of 0 and B of 0. And then you will start comparing. So let's write it. What is A of 0 and B of 0? What is A of 0 and B of 0? A of 0 value is how much?
B and A.
B and B of 0 is A. B and A. Now, is this so A of 0? Have we reached to dash 0 slash 0? No, it's B. It means this condition is not satisfied. B of j also it's not slash 0. This condition is not satisfied. Means then we will come to here. A of 0 is A of 0 is equal to B of 0. Both are same. So first condition we will check whether it's any one is 0 or not. It's not. Then you will check whether both are same.
No.
No, both are not same. Then third condition will come directly here. So two things you have to check whether anyone has reached till this slash 0. No. Then you will check if anyone is having equal value. No. Then you will come to third. So now what is third? You have to check two parts. LCS I plus 1j and LCS I j plus 1. Means here, what will happen? There will be two parts. First part, what will happen? A I plus 1. It's A I plus 1. What was I currently? 0. So A will become 0 plus 1 is 1. And B will be 0 only. Why B will be 0? Because I plus 1 j. So 0 plus 1 1 and j was already 0. Then on the right hand side it was I, means A 0 was there, so 0. and j plus 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. So here what will happen? A of 0 and B of 1. Understood everybody how we wrote it? Any confusion, anyone?
Sir, can you explain that again?
Yes. See, firstly you will check whether anyone, like we have started with A0, B0. So I value is 0, I value is 0 and J value is 0. Now, both values were A and B. So nothing is at /0. This condition is not satisfied. Then you will check second condition. Both are same? No, both were not same. One is A of 0 is A and B of 0 is B. So not same. Then this condition will also not work. Then you will come to third condition. So if both conditions are not satisfied, so third condition, what is happening? What is happening?
Because
Here we will not write max here, just write MAN. So I plus 1 J, I plus 1 J means whatever the value of I means two part will be there. Till here it is only one part, but the moment you are coming to third condition, there is two part. One part in which value of I will be increased, J will be same, and in second part, value of I will be same, J will be increased. Isn't it? So here, now you come here, both were not same and not 0 as well. Then what will happen? It will be, you will be getting two part. One, I will be increased, so A0 will become A1 and B will be, J will be same, so B0, that's what we have written here. A1, B0. And in the second part, what you are getting? I was same, and J was increasing by 1. So A0 is A0 and B0 is becoming B1. Understood?
yes,
So what is the value of A1 now? It's D. A1 value is and B0 value is A. What is A0 value? B. Check. And what is B1 value? B. Here both are same. So we'll come to here, but let's solve this first. So now A1, B0. No place you are getting 0 value and both are not same. Both are not same. Then again what will happen? You will get two part. In one part what will happen? Value of I will be increased and value of J will be same. And in other part, value of I will be same and value of B will be increased. Any confusion, anybody? Now what is the value of A2? A2 value was 0. So this is 0 and B0 value is A. A1 value is D and B1 value is B. So now let's come here. Is it satisfying this first condition? A of I equal to 0 or B of J equal to 0?
yes, sir.
So what will be return value? 0. Means for this equivalent value is 0. For this, so this is solved now. This for this you got this value. Now let's come here. This is again no value is 0 and it's not same. No value is 0 and it's not same. So again, it will be split into two parts. In first, value of I will be increased, value of j will be same, and in second, value of I will be same, value of j will be increased. So now tell me what is the value of A2? A2 value is 0 and B1 value is B. A1 value is D and B2 value is C. So what is this? This is coming under the first condition. Like this. Anyone should be equal to 0. Then you should return value 0. So what will be the equivalent value for this? This will be equivalent 0 or not?
Yes.
Now for this, again no 0 is there and it's not same. So this will be split again into two parts. So what will be the first part? I value will be increased, j value will be same. And in the second part, I value will be same and j value will be increased. What is the value of A2? It's 0. And what is the value of B2?
C.
What is the value of A1?
D.
D. What is the value of B3?
D.
D. So this value is how much?
0.
0 because satisfying first condition. Now here you see no 0 but both are same. In this side first time it is coming both are same. So if both are same means AI equal to B of j. AI is equal to B of j. The moment AI equal to B of j, then will we go to third condition? No. This condition is satisfying. Then what value should be returned? 1 plus S LCS I plus 1 j plus 1. 1 plus. So what value will be returned here? 1 plus I plus 1 j plus 1. So what is the value of I? 1. So it will become A of 2 and B of 3 will become B of 4. Any confusion, anybody? So this value is how much? 0 and this value is also 0. This is done. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Now let's come here. Second part. Here both values are same. So if both values are same, so what will you get? Will you get 2? No. You will get only 1. That is 1 plus 1 plus
A of 1 and B of 2.
this was max. 1 plus A0 B0 or what? A1 B2.
A1 B2.
A1 B2 because both will be increased by 1. What is the value of A1? D. And B2 value is C. So you will solve this now. Is it same? It's not 0 and not same. So this you will get again two part. 1 A2 and B2, and other one A1 and B3. So what is this value A2?
Zero.
And B2, it's C. A1 value is D, and B3 value is D. So now both are same. So this value is equivalent to 0, and this, now both are same. So what will you get? 1 plus A2 B4. This value is 0, this value is 0. So this is equivalent to 0. Understood? Till here any confusion, anybody? Now, actually it is top-down approach. If you will see, it is top-down approach. But how recursion will work? So let's put the value now. Let's put the value now. So here what was the max of LCS, this and this. Whatever will be the maximum of these two, you will be writing. And here what you are writing, whenever both were equal, 1 plus LCS of this, I plus 1, j plus 1. So let's apply this formula. Because here, first you easily wrote 0. So let's do this. Left hand side this. So what is this value? This value is 0. But for this, what will be the value? This 1 plus 0. This value will be equal to 1 or not? You understood why we are writing this value 1?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, if then come here, max of this and this. So wherever two part is there, so here two part is there. So what is the maximum of this and this? 0 and 1. 1 is maximum. So this value will be equivalent to 1. Now we are going recursion, backtracking, recursion. So this is 1 or not?
Yes, sir.
So now this 0 and 1, which one is maximum? 1. So this value will be again 1. So if this one and this is 0, so this value will be maximum, that is 1. Now we don't have this value. So let's come on right hand side. Now tell me, what is this value? 0. So what will be this value? One plus 0, 1. And this value is 0. So 0 plus 1. This value will be 1. So what will be this value? 1 plus 1, 2. So we got now 1 and 2. Which one is maximum? 2. So this will be 2. Means what is the longest common sequence? 2. You can check. B and D is the longest common sequence. Now, what is memoization? I was just talking about one concept called memoization. So here what exactly we are doing? We are storing the value in the, if you could tell me, if you have this value 2 stored, do you need to count this? Now, why I'm saying why you don't need to count these things? Because tell me, what is this value? A1, 2 or not? A1, B2 you are counting here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Which you had already counted here, calculated here. A1, B2 you had calculated here. Same thing you are using here. So why do we need to calculate once again? If you could save this value at some place, then do we need to count this, calculate this? No. We don't need to calculate actually this. If you have stored this. This is what A2, B2. We had already calculated here A2, B2. So why do we need to calculate this again? If we have calculated, we are calculating here A1, B3, which we had already calculated A1, B3. So why do we need to calculate this again? Here we are calculating A2, B4, which we have already calculated here A2, B4. So why do we need to calculate this? So if we could have stored these values at some place, we don't need to calculate this value. It means here we could have stored directly 2. So this is called memoization. This is called memoization. So I will just write one point in this. If you are storing the result of recursion then it is called memoization. Now, how memoization helps? Means if we could store, if we could store these values at some place. So for that, we will be using one table and we will be filling that table with the recursion tree, whatever we have just made. But before that, you can take 5-minute break. Our next class will start at 4:15. So 4:15, I will start this again with the table. Thank you. So come after 5 minutes. Okay, so hope everybody has come back. Any confusion, whatever we did till now? These things, you can do it easily now. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Should we start now?
Yes, sir.
So any confusion, whatever we have done in this, implementing the algorithm? No. Okay. So how can we make these tables? Like in memoization, we just discussed, if we could store these values, which we have already calculated, then no need to calculate these value again. Here only we could have stored 2 and these things, this much calls, that is called function call, we could have saved. This much function call we could have saved. So how can we make this? So let's make one table. With that you will understand. Let's make one table. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 0, 1, and 2. Let's write the equivalent values. So this was A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. How many values were there? I think it's till A, B, C, D only. Will not go to the fifth column. Will not go to the fifth column till here. So till this, and this is 0. This is the value. What is this value? B, D, and slash 0. So let's put this value. Start from here, because first value which we had calculated was A20, A2B0. What was the A2B0 first value which we calculated? 0. So A2B0, here value was 0. So we'll write it here 0. Next value which you calculated was this one, A2B1. What is the value of A2B1? 0. Is 2, 1 you value calculated? 0. So what is 2, 1 here? 2, 1 value is here. 2, 1, you put 0. Now, next value which you calculated was 2, 2. 2, 2 value is again 0. So 2, 2 value is 0. The next value you calculated 2, 4. 2, 4 value again 0. So 2, 4 value is 0. This is done. The next value what you calculated? 1, 3. From here you got this 1, 3. What is the value of 1, 3? 1. So 1, 3, 1 and 3, value is 1. Then you calculated, after this, you calculated this 1, 2, value is 1, and then 1, 1, value is 1. 1, 2, value is 1, and 1, 1, value is 1. Then you calculated 1, 0, value is 1. So 1, 0, value is 1. Now, next value which you calculated, if you could have stored this. So now tell me here, A24, you are calculating 0. Even before this, you calculated this. After this value, you calculated this value. A2, B2 means 2, 2. But see here, we have already stored the value at 2 and 2 or not. So if we have already stored the value at 2 and 2, do we need to calculate this? No. Then you calculated this value 2, 4, A2, B4. 2, 4, you have already saved the value. So why do you need to calculate this again? Then you calculated A13, that is 1. But A13, you have already calculated 1 and 3. So no need to calculate that value. Then you calculated A12. A12 also you have already calculated. So no need to calculate that value. Then you calculated A01. So this value is 2. So A01, this value is 2. And then finally you calculated A0, B0. This is A0, B1. So you have calculated value 2. And this is A0, B0. Means 0, 0, value is 2. So here value is 2. So if you, in this table, you have already stored the value, whatever you have already calculated. Do you need to calculate these values this much? No. So if this much value you don't need to calculate, it means it will reduce this much function call or not whenever you are doing recursion. It means efficiency will be increased. So this is called memoization. So this is the benefit of memoization, which helps to reduce the number of function call. So this table is filled up with bottom-up approach. Table is filled up with bottom-up approach. Now, if you remember, we had written here length of A is M and length of B is N. So if M and N you are considering, means one is M and one is N. So what will be the time complexity, efficiency? It will be order of M cross N. Okay. So for recursion function, use memoization, which helps to reduce the time complexity. So how much it is reducing? Actually, it reduces time complexity from 2 to the power n to order of m cross n. Now, two more points I will be writing it here, which we just did it, but the point you should note down so that you should remember. Since the value of 1, 2 is already in table, so no need to calculate on the right side that we have done. So memoization reduces the function call and save the time. So any confusion, anybody about LCS using recursion? LCS using recursion?
Sir, doesn't it increase the time to check the table? For example, we are creating the table, so writing the value and then checking it if the value is there. Doesn't that increase time?
See, if you are doing memorization, so ultimately you have to fill these values. Ultimately, you have to fill these values. So if you have already calculated, you know, so whenever the new thing is coming at this place, if you are only referring the table, then you will not go even to check there.
Right. Okay.
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 If you don't have table, then you can go back and check whether we had calculated or not.
Yes.
Because if you are calculating, where will you put? You have already some value at that place. So no need to even go and check and calculate. Okay.
Okay.
Now, we will be doing the next topic, that is with dynamic programming, longest common subsequence, LCS. Using dynamic programming. Longest common subsequence using dynamic programming. So for this, firstly, again, I will write the algorithm. It's a small algorithm. If, which we have to follow the logic, if A of I equal to B of J, means if both are equal, then you will see, you will calculate LCS of Ij will be equal to 1 plus LCS I minus 1 J minus 1. Else LCS of Ij will be equal to max of LCS of I minus 1 J comma LCS of I J minus 1. So this is the algorithm you will be using. Everyone, you can note it down. Then with one example, I will explain the longest common subsequence using dynamic programming, using this algorithm. So let's take the example. Let's assume you have two strings A and B. In this we are not taking that zero value. You can take, it's up to you, but we are not taking. And here also we are not taking the indexing that starting from 0. So we are starting 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's assume this is m length and this is n length. So this will be used whenever you will be calculating the efficiency. One point you should know, dynamic programming follows bottom approach. But whatever the table we are going to do will be filled with the top down. Dynamic programming. Bottom approach. Like you just saw how we are filling the table. Now let's make the table. Everybody had noted down the algorithm? Now, here we had not used the 0, we are starting with 1, but here we are using 0 purposely so that, and all these values will be 0 initially, so that it will help the algo to start. It will help the algo to start. Now, how to fill the table? I will just tell you the shortcut of this. What you have to see, you will see right now, let's suppose the table name is X. Let's suppose the table name is X. So X11 you have to fill first. X11 you have to fill first. If you are filling X11, so what is the value of A1 and B1? What is the value of A1 and B1? You will check it here. A1 is B and B1 is A. So if the value is not matching, means A1 and B1. So this is this X table is coming like A column, A row and B column. Okay, so this is A1 and B1. Value, if value is not matching, so is it matching? What was the value of A1?
Not mentioned.
A1 is B and B1 is
A.
A, so it's not matching. So whenever these things are not matching, the value is not matching, then you will see what we had written. Max of, it means this condition will not work, this condition will work. So you will see second condition, you will take this above this corner, one row up and one column before. Whatever the value is there, means this 0 and this 0. Whatever is the maximum, that's what we have written here. I minus 1j and ij minus 1 max. So whatever the maximum of these two will be there, you will be writing it here. So what is the maximum of these two?
0.
0. So you will write 0. Let's fill this value. This value. So tell me A1, B2. Is it same?
Yes.
A1 and B2 is exactly same, that is B and B. In this case, if it is same, then what will you do? 1 plus I minus 1, j minus 1. So 1, here which value you will be putting? Here value is same. So what value you will be writing? 1 plus this diagonal value. 1 plus this diagonal value. What is this diagonal value?
0.
0. So the moment it is same, you will add in this diagonal value 1 and you will writing it here. So 0 plus 1, 1. Understood how we will fill the table?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me A1, B3, is it same?
No.
No. So what will we do? Max of this and this. That is 1. A1, B4. A1, B4. Value is same. A1, B4, just check. A1 value is B and B4 value is D. So if A1 and B4 is not same, then what will you write? What will you write?
Max of 1.
Max of this and this. So that is 1. Let's come here. A2, B1. Value is same.
No.
So max of this and this. 0. Now A2, B2. Value is same.
No.
No. A2, B2 value is not same. So again max of these two. So you write 1 here. Now A3, sorry, A2, B3. A2, B3. A2, B3 value is same. No. You will take max of this and this. That is 1. Now A2, B4. Value is same.
Yes.
Then what will happen? 1 plus diagonal element value. 1 plus 1, that is 2. So what is the maximum sequence here? So this is easy. How to fill these values?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now what is the maximum sequence and what is the sequence actually? So here 2. So actually this is D. And this 2 value you got it from where? From these two or from here? Actually from here. Because in this you added 1, then you got 2. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now this one you got it from here directly. You have not done anything. This one you got from where? Actually from here. So what is this value? B. This value is B. Okay, so sorry, it fell down. So this value is what? B, because this was B, D, and this was A, B, C, D. So this value is B and this value is D. So what is the longest common subsequence? 2 with value B and D. So BD is the sequence now time taken order of m cross n. This will be the time complexity. So hope you understood this. Any confusion anybody in this?
So,
Okay. So I'm just giving one question. Try to solve it, make the table, tell me the longest common sequence after making the table and send your answer in the chat box. Stone and longest. Can you make the table now and find the longest common subsequence? Those who are doing, send your answer in the chat box. Try to do it fast. Question is clear to everybody? So we have 10 to 15 minutes to solve this. Anyone who could finish it? Oh. Yes, I saw circuit 3, but LCS is 1.
Sir, O and E.
Yeah, O and E. Yeah. So, anyone else who could do? Okay, I'm just doing it here. Aisa, you can, or Murtaja, anyone, whoever has finished, can just tell me the answers whenever I'm doing it here. So let's do. How can we do? Firstly, we'll have to make. Let's write the algorithm here so that it will be easy to do. If A of I equal to B of J, LCS Ij equal to 1 plus LCS I minus 1 J minus 1. Else LCS of Ij equal to max of LCS of I minus 1 J LCS of I J minus 1. Now let's make the table. So this value will be definitely 0, 0, 0, 0. Anyone else who has solved, you can send your answers. Except Aisa. So let's write the value as well. LON. Okay, Mohit. Just check it here. LONGEST. And here, what is the value? STONE. These are the values. Now, here, S and L not same. We will take the max of these two. 0. Here, you can see here, till here, S is not same till here. till here it is not same, so all these value will become 0. Because S you are comparing L, O, N, G, E, all value will be 0. Here it is same, so what will be the value? 0 plus 1, so that is 1. Now here again not same, so this value will go here. Come for T. So T till here actually not same. So we will keep writing max of this. So max of this 0, max of this 0, max of this 0, max of this 0. Now max of this and this is 1. Now here value is same. So what will happen? This value you will take. So 1 plus this 1. 1 plus the diagonal value, so it will become 2. Hope it is clear to you. Then come here O. This is not same, so max is 0. But this is same. So if this is same, so 0 plus 1, 1. Now all these are not same. So till here it will be 1 because this will keep going. Max of this and this will be 1. Max of this and this will be 1. Max of this and this will be 1. And max of this and this will be 1. Now here it is not same, but max of this and this is 2. So value will be 2. Now come here N. So here not same, so max of this and this is 0. Here again not same, so max of this and this is 1. Here it is same, N, N. So what value will be there here? 1 plus this diagonal value, so 1, that is 2. Now all these are not same, so everywhere you will go 2, 2, 2, 2. Max of this and this 2, max of this and this 2, max of this and this 2, max of this and this 2. Done. Then let's come here E. So E is here. So before that it is not same. So max of this and this 0, max of this and this 1, max of this and this 2, max of this and this 2. Here it is same, E and E. What will happen? 1 plus this 2 diagonal value. It will become 3. Now these are again not same. So max of this and this will be here. So 3, max of this and this 3. So everyone make this table. What will be the order? M cross N. So everyone finish this, then I will come to the chain for the longest common sequence. Those who are doing, check. Mohit, check it here. Any confusion here now? You are saying you are stuck. Mohit, am I audible? Okay. Sorry. Any confusion? Okay, understood till here. Okay. So next, everyone please make it. Now, let's see what is the longest common subsequence. It's 3. So value is definitely 3. Now this 3 you got it from where? This 3 you got it from here. Max, This 3 you got it from here, max. But this 3 actually you got it from here. So here what will be the value? This value, whatever is there, you will take it. So E. Now this 2 you got it from where? This 2 you got it from here. So this you will not take, but this 2 you got it from here. So this 2, whatever the value was there, n you will take it here. Means wherever you are going diagonal, that value you are taking. So this you took it. Then this one from where you are getting? Are you getting from here? No, you are getting it from here. So again you are going diagonal here, means you will take this value. This value was O. So what is the longest common subsequence? 3 starting from O and E. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So we can write so the longest common O and E, that is length of 3. Okay. And what is the complexity? Order of m cross n. Now again, this complexity decides, or not decides, depends. This complexity depends upon the type of string taken, which type of string you are taking it. Okay. So we can write time complexity, time, how much time it will take to execute. Time depends upon the type of string taken. So that's it for today. If any confusion is there, you can ask. Otherwise, I will just take the attendance. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you. I will just take the attendance and then you can.